What's going on, world? How y'all doing? My name is Bez, and I want to introduce you to my little experiment. So we've got 4 fish tanks behind me, and I've been watching Corey from Aquarium Co-op, Mike from Michael's Fish Room, Dexter's World, Pittsburgh, the Pittsburgh fish guy. Sorry, forgot your name. My apologies. And you know, they're all talking about breeding for profit and ways that you can breed your fish to make money to cover the cost of the hobby. So I decided to give it a shot. You know, they're all people that are relatively successful in their field. They've done it, they've gone through it, they've made their money. They were able to now tell you and impart their information on us and tell us what they did and what worked and what didn't work. So, after watching all their videos, reading up on it, and you know, getting a solid understanding, I'm going to give it a try from day one and see how it goes. Now, you know, me being the person that kind of gets ready for things, projects, and you know, the prepper, I guess, what I would say. I already reached out to 3 local fish stores, and all 3 of them agreed that, you know, if I'm able to breed fish, if I'm able to grow enough guppy grass, or if I'm able to grow enough Java moss, that they will gladly buy it in quantities from me, and the quantities depend on what they need. I have one store that said, you know, they'd be willing to buy 30 fish. The 30 fish would be, you know, 10 males, 20 females. One gentleman said that they'd only purchase the males because that's all they're interested in. That's the ones that sell the most. And the other one said he'll take a look and go from there depending on the quality of the fish. So, you know, I've already got prospective buyers lined up, and I've already got people that I know are willing to buy it. So there is a market in my area for it. So now the only thing is to breed them and see where we go from there. Alright, with that said, I'm going to be trying to breed guppies. I've always had an affection for guppies. I've always liked guppies. Since I was, you know, in high school, I've always liked guppies. I had fish tank with guppies, kept them. You know, originally I just bought the feeder fish because it was $1 for 10, so I threw them all in there. They bred, you know, they kept breeding prolifically, and just grew and grew and grew. Never did the line breeding, never did any of that. So this is going to be interesting. I've been interested in line breeding, you know, trying to get the best colors out of things, making things look a specific way by breeding those traits into the future generations. So this is my chance to give it a try and see where we go. Alright, let's take a look at the fish. This one right here is our female tank. We have 3 half blacks, some Java moss, and also some frog bit. We're trying to grow all these items. Oh, and also some guppy grass over here in the corner. Now, these half black females, so all the fish that are in this aquarium are actually, you know, pets. My sons had them. They were pets. I bought them for them a long time ago, you know. And when after watching all these videos, I turned to them, I was like, hey guys, you want to have a couple more aquariums? They said, of course, as you know, 3-year-olds and 5-year-olds would say, yeah! So we got a few more aquariums, and now we're going to be trying to breed them. They're hiding back there. So over here is our breeding tank, and the glare of the sun is killing it. Alright, so we've got 4 female yellowtails and 1 male sunrise. He's got beautiful coloring, so he's going to be trying to breed with them. I'm going to leave them in here for up to 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe, and then pull him out and see where we go from there. Now, this is the only aquarium that has a heater, as you know, breeding takes, they pretty much breed at any point in time, but you know, from what I understand and from what I've read, they tend to breed a little bit better in temperatures 76 to 80 degrees. So, you know, we're giving it a try, seeing where we go. The next batch we'll try breeding them at regular temperatures. This one over here, if you can see, It's got some fire red shrimp. You know, also it's got some guppy grass and some frog bit and also some java moss. And also the aquarium co-op filter, which is surprisingly enough perfect sized. Yay, 3 points for the bad guys. Alright, now these fish already actually, these invertebrates already had a spawn. There's a few babies floating around in here, just hanging out, you know, doing what babies do, hiding. We'll see. They were in a tank, a mixed tank with black, blue, and red. So, you know, I'm not sure who did the deed and who got Sally. But we'll find out within the weeks to come, and hopefully they'll breed a little more. The reason they're in their own tank is, while watching other YouTubers who, you know, breed for profit and all that, they were stating that they breed best when they don't have any fish to bother them. They act totally different when they're in a tank where there's no fish and it's all a different world. Alright? Now this one, oh man, that glare. This one's for the boys. Alright? We've got a tiger endler right there. And we've got another sunrise, but he's got very little red. He's actually got that one red streak on top of him. We've got some frog bit right there and some guppy grass and some java moss down there. Now, all of these fish tanks, 1, 2, 3, were all actually purchased relatively cheaply. The most expensive one, which happens to be the red one, was actually purchased for $6.99. This one was $4. This one was $2. The reason I was able to purchase these tanks so cheaply was Goodwill. I went to Goodwill, they had the fish tanks just sitting there, and I said, cool, let me take them. You know, they're dirt cheap. I'm going to try this. Let's see what happens. Now, the videos that I'm going to be making are not going to be, you know, every single week. I might make one every week. Sorry. Now, the videos I'm going to be making aren't going to be, you know, every day or anything. I might make one twice a week, just a quick little update. If there's nothing going on, I might make one once a week when I do a water change to take a look. But for the most part, you know, they're not going to be doing much for a little while. So we're going to go from there. You know, I might show you guys the setup, and, you know, you've already seen the setup. But we're running sponge filters in all of them. 2 of them are aquarium co-op sponge filters. They're all actually running off of this one filter unit. If we can ever focus. There we go. Oh, it's upside down. Alright. Well, it's the Q7 air pump. And that's running all 4 of them with this handy dandy little splitter that I bought from Aquarium Co-op. It's got 2 ports on it with a controllable flow. So take a look. This is the lowest setting of the air pump, and then this would be the highest setting. I'm not a fan of the highest setting, so I tend to set it to about medium height, because I honestly feel like if I was a fish, I'd be relatively pissed off if my fish tank was jumping up and down like that. Alright. As you can clearly tell, I'm not a cinematographer, and any advice or help any of you guys can give me with any of this or this, feel free to. I always listen, I always appreciate it, and I will always take advice for what it is, which is someone else's input on what they believe might help you. Now, you always need to make a decision based off of advice on, you know, what works for you best. Advice. Alright. Thank you. Subscribe, like, all that wonderful stuff, and we'll see where we go from here.